Hey folks, I guess we're live. How y'all doing today? It is I, your friendly neighborhood stately, and that can only mean one thing. Time to play some Minecraft. We're here on Tribal today. We might head over to Doozy at some point for a little while and work on the Spleef Arena, but I wanted to start out on Tribal. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Spawn and check something out. Diamond King, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Good to see ya. So let's get that taken care of, because otherwise Noble won't stop whining. And then we'll, I think, work on our base a little bit, see what we can do about building the vault. But one thing at a time. It's pretty quiet on here today, so if you want to join us, Play-Doh1mc3.com is that URL, and come over to the TribalCraft server if you want to check out our new PvP survival game mode. It's got quests. It's awesome. You'll love it. Did somebody sleep? It doesn't look like anybody sleeped. Slooped? Sloip? Sloip. Sloip is the past tense of sleep, right? Sloip. I was boating around exploring a bit last night. And it looks like the printer is done preheating, so today's print is about to start. Not going to get any prizes for guessing what it is, though, because this one's going to be a really easy one to catch. Hey, DK. How's it going, man? Alright, so check it out, guys. Turkey has finished spawn. I think we might spend a little more time adding some details to the various buildings, maybe put some shops in there, that kind of thing, but that's going to be more of an ongoing process, I think, rather than something we're going to do all at once. But it looks amazing. Turkey has once again outdone himself. So let's see what happened here. We had there it is, spawn built by AHP Turkey. We had a chest, yeah, it got overwritten. Alright, let me switch over to creative real quick and get this taken care of. What's he doing there? This is not a quest giver villager, this is just some guy who decided that would be a good place to stand. And that's not a villager at all, that's Noble. So, portal keys are what you need to actually be able to open portals. And they ain't cheap. You can, however, get them as a quest reward. Alright, let's head back to survival. Let's go me stately portal key. Jeez. The system thinks it's still here. I'm putting it in the exact same place, so yeah. Of course you can get 100 Q-Bucks. But it's going to take a while. It's not something you can do in a minute, but it's not supposed to be something you can do in a minute. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. What am I doing? Right. There we go. Okay, alright, we got that sorted. Portal keys are now available for sale at a retailer near you. And on that note, hey GG Dragon Gamer, I'm going to head back to my base. Actually, I need to pull up the map, I suppose. Bear with me a sec while I pull up the DIN map. It's dangerous to move anywhere on this server without having a DIN map up. So, Play-Doh1mc3.com:8924. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk to you guys about a few changes I've made over the weekend. This is the first stream since Saturday, the first Minecraft stream since Saturday. So there have been some changes, most of them good. I'm sure you'll all be very happy. But we'll get there in just a sec. Alright, let's see. And we're good. Alright, let's work out where my base is. I need to head out this way. So far I'm in a tribe with Turkey and nobody else. We'll be accepting applications though if you want to join our tribe. Because that's how we roll around here. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing is limiting the number of players who can join a specific tribe based maybe on the amount of land that they control or something like that, to prevent like one tribe from getting huge. And that seems like a wise thing to do. So I'm thinking I can just sail to my base, but it's on the other side of this little peninsula we're on. We'll have a look. So, we have, thank you for voting, Noble Gases. We have made a few updates over the weekend. The most visible thing, obviously, is the turkey finish spawn, and again, it's a fantastic piece of work. If you ever need a one-man build team, talk to Turkey, man. He gets this stuff done. He does it with very little prodding, and it always comes out great. Everything he builds for us here has been fantastic so far. Nothing but good things to say about him. Not sure if this is the place. I think it might not be. I might have to walk a little bit. Not that that's the end of the world. The most important update, other than the new spawn, is that we are now on 1.12.1. And I swear to God, it was less than an hour after I finally got 1.12.1 up and running on Tribal that 1.12.2 was released. It's just the way things go, I guess. Not that that's a huge deal, it's okay. We do now accept connections on 1.12.2, so, you know, no matter what you're playing on, you should be able to, at the very least, connect. I would recommend connecting with 1.12.1 for now because, well, simply put, because... Here, hold on a second. I'm just going to show myself on the map for now because I'm a little confused. No, I'm good. I'm where I thought I was. A couple of the benefits of 1.12.1 is that the crafting tables will now work. You can actually use the crafting table. Also, a couple of exploits have been fixed, which is nice. The boat glitch from 1.11 has been fixed. Ah, jeez. I say the boat glitch from 1.11 has been fixed. I turn around and my boat's invisible. Maybe the boat glitch from 1.11 hasn't been completely fixed. We'll see. My understanding was that it was, but, well, like I've never been wrong before, right? I've changed the way the honor system works a little bit. It's nothing major. Mostly I've changed the way it displays things. So we had a system where you had an honor score, and if your honor score was negative and it got too low, you would no longer be allowed inside the Inner Kingdom or Outer Realm, depending on how low it is. That's been replaced with a system of, what do I say, disrepute? Notoriety. We're calling it notoriety. And your notoriety starts at 0. Every time you attack a player you're not at war with, unless you're in the Outer Realm, and every time you attack a villager, your notoriety will increase. And instead of discovering things and stuff like that to decrease your notoriety. It just slowly goes down over time. So you can't like get a lot of notoriety and do things to make it go away immediately. You have to actually work for it. You have to actually wait for it. Why on earth is my compass not pointing to where I want it to point? There we go. Alright. I gotta go around this. I've also changed the reward for finding locations. Instead of gaining honor for that, you now gain reputation, and reputation determines what level of quests you can get from villagers. The higher your reputation is, Dragon Gamer is on my back. He's like right here. I'm gonna go ahead and head back into the outer realm here. I don't want to deal with that right this second. I suspect he might just be heading towards his base. Have you declared war on something, Noble? Zex had a little accident there. So the spotting system is also new. When we started this, everybody was visible on the din map all the time. Oh, you declared war on Dragon Gamer? Yikes. And now we have a system where you are, by default, not visible on the map unless you get within 100 blocks of a player you're not allied with. So that means a player who's not your friend and is not in your tribe. Now, if you get within 100 blocks of one of those players, a player who's not your friend or not in your tribe, you'll become visible on the din map for up to 10 minutes. If you're not visible, you can voluntarily become visible with /map_on command, and /map_off will make you invisible again. That's so that you can meet up with friends, or you know, it's entirely possible that you actually want people to be able to know where you are under specific conditions. Also, Zex, thank you for contributing. Zex has Diamond Flare, as you can see. He chipped in to help with the cost of the server rental, and that gives you awesome flair. So thank you, Zex, for that. I appreciate it. The other change that I've made that's somewhat significant is that you no longer just get mining fatigue if you're at war with somebody. If you're not at war with somebody. If you're not at war, you can simply no longer break blocks in enemy tribe areas. Ah, jeez. That boat thing. It was fixed. I know it was fixed. But it seems to have unfixed itself. You do vote, and I appreciate that, Diamond King. Remember, /voting helps us get new players, which we urgently need. This is not a game that plays well with 4 or 5 players. We need dozens of players on here for this to play out well. So we really need more players. And the best way to do that is to vote. So please do vote. And we'll get there. Patience. But we'll get there. Much like my base, which I'm heading to, where I will eventually get. We're actually almost there. I don't have anything going on at headquarters right now. It's just a little dopey cobblestone brick. But we are going to start working on some stuff here. It'll probably be pretty simple, but I'm not going to make it completely devoid of aesthetic value. I do want to make something that at least looks kind of nice. To the degree that I can with the materials we have. As far as defensible goes, the best bet has to be obsidian. Obsidian has a hardness of 50. Every other block you can realistically acquire and use has a hardness of at most 5. Now the only real challenge here is you can't actually place obsidian on... Excuse me, you can't actually place obsidian on this server. You have to pour it. So you have to place lava and then pour water on it. That's kind of meant to slow you down a little bit when you're placing the obsidian, because breaking obsidian does take a very long time with Mining Fatigue 3. So what happens when you declare war is that the Mining Fatigue goes from 4 to 3 and you can actually break blocks. But even with you know, a God Pig, breaking a block of obsidian with Mining Fatigue 3 takes 10 minutes, I think. The other option is to use piercers. Piercers are a little bit like TNT. They are quest rewards. They are cool to have, and they work like TNT. They're one of 2 blocks you can place in an enemy's tribe area when you're at war. I'm printing the wrong thing. I just realized I'm printing the wrong thing. I am a blithering genius. This is something that I tried to design a very long time ago and it didn't work out. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this print and we'll start the right one. Because this ain't gonna fly. Piercers break everything equally. Piercers don't care what the material is. I mean, they are kind of designed to be the countermeasure for obsidian. They don't have nearly the same explosion radius, though, as... You know, I still don't have any crate keys. I would like some crate keys. Piercers don't have nearly the same explosion radius as regular TNT does. That's my mine right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head down and see if I can find an actual obsidian source. A lava source. So I guess I should make a couple of buckets. Something like that should do for starters. How am I doing on fuel? I'm okay on fuel. I'm in good shape on iron. We don't have much in the way of diamonds yet. So I can't really hold out in a fight. Not that I could if I did have full god gear. I'm still suck at PvP. But, hey, what are you going to do? Gotta play the game. So, let's actually use the crafting book for a change. Why does the search button not work? I think you just need to start typing. Really? I guess I have to press it here. There we go. Alright, buckets. For with which to fill lava. I have a spreadsheet somewhere. I actually... You need to place the key close to the portal within about 5 blocks, then left click it with flint and steel. The flint and steel will become charged flint and steel. And then you can use the charged flint and steel to light the portal. That will destroy the flint and steel. Alright, let's find some lava, guys. Oh, you know what I also need is a torch. Not lighting portal. What's going on? Did you get it, Noble? I got some debug messages saying it wasn't lighting it. I should enchant this. I don't even have an enchanting table yet. That's how noobish I am. We'll get there. I mean, if we don't get nuked before we get there. Oh, glitchy, huh? GG. Somebody made it to the nether. You thought you crashed the server? Oh, probably just the terrain gen for the nether. I pre-generated the entire overworld, but I haven't pre-generated the end or the nether. Hello, zombie. You, unfortunately, must die. Hey, I got an achievement. First time I ever killed a mob in Minecraft, folks. You should congratulate me. Remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you want to join us, the URL is play.1mc3.com. And we always welcome new players. Also, according to my reckoning, it has now officially been over a week since I got a new follower. That makes me sad. So if you're watching and you're not following me and you don't want me to be sad, alright, we're at Y11. Let's have a look around. Do a little bit of digging, see what we can get. What is the problem? Did your enchanted thing not go away? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm digging this stuff up because it's a quest reward, and I keep running into villagers who want it. And I get a Q-buck for every 25 of them, so, you know, more than 2 Q-bucks a stack. That's not bad. Basically an infinite supply of villagers who want this stuff. Which is good, because now there's a use for... What? Why does this look so faded, by the way? Did I change the brightness or something? Can we not do this? Can we not be crashing right now? It looks very washed out today, and I'm not quite sure why. Might have to do with Optifine. Anyway, let's put a torch in the offhand. That should help. You can boat out of map. Well, border is definitely on. So if that's the case, I'd be very concerned. Does anybody have any beets they'd be willing to sell me? I just really need one to get a farm started. This is like all the granite in the world. I'll make a freaking Indian temple with this much granite. Hey, I found bedrock. And quest reward. I mean quest object. I need to start a beet farm, so that I have some stuff to give to villagers. I think it's like a level 2 quest or something. Nice sex. That ain't bad at all. This seems to never end. This is an infinite supply of granite right here. And some iron, I'll take that too, thank you. Thank you very much. What up, Zex? break this. Watch you break a loot crate. All right, man. You got 1 Q-Buck on you. Now you have 5 Q-Bucks on you. Okay. Look, I've been over this probably 24 times over a 2-year period. It constantly comes up. It's simply not the case that a green crate here can spawn without Q-Bucks in it. I even double-checked the code after you said that it wasn't working yet again. It simply sets a number between, you know, 2 integers. That's how many Q-Bucks it drops. And they really do always drop. Alright, let's see. Where did I come in? Oh, somebody summoned up a bunch of mobs. I know this isn't really what I'm here for, but I need materials. I need everything, basically. So I'm just going to mine up everything that I can get my hands on, so that I have something to quest with the villagers. Another thing that I'm thinking about doing, guys, and I've talked about this a little bit, is on our previous beta, where we had private claims and merchant claims and stuff like that, it was possible to become the mayor of a village by doing enough quests for that village. But because we don't have private claims right now, you couldn't become the mayor, because that constitutes basically converting the village into a private claim. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do instead is keep track of... No, looting does not affect custom drops. What I think I'm going to do instead is keep track of how many missions, how many quests an entire clan performs for a village. And then if your clan performs enough quests for that village, the village will choose to join your clan, and the village land claim will effectively... Hey, check it out. Got some diamonds. Will effectively become a... a part of the tribe. It will become a tribe claim. I just realized I was visible. I thought my visibility timed out, but I was still visible on the map. So I'm not quite sure what that was about. Would that quest data reset? What quest data? I'm not tracking that right now, so it would start from nothing. All I want is some lava here, guys. I think I have enough granite for now. I'm not going to dig out all of this. Just trying to find, you know, a nice lava pool. Those are usually impossible not to find. Oh god, another one of the Planet Minecraft kiddies. They always claim that they need to be opt in order to review your site. A, they're not going to review your site, and B, they don't need opt to do that. Well, what I was thinking is that the prestige, the village-specific prestige, would be added to your reputation for that village. So, if you do multiple quests for the same village, you'll be able to do higher level quests for that village than for other villages. I think that might make more sense. And of course, this will only work on villages that are already in the wilderness. Hey, Zexy won a crate key. GG. Remember, guys, every time you vote, there is a 5% chance that you will win a crate key, which you can use to open red and black crates. Oh, and by the way, congratulations, Noble. You did just open the first portal into the Nether on the server. You gonna sell access to it? You gonna have keys for sale? Alright, again, quest reward, so I'm grabbing some of all of these different blocks. Anything good? What'd you get? I have yet to see a key. Hey, zombie guard spawner, nice. Those are fun. They're part of the passive defense system for your base, and that is something that I want to Jeez, yesterday you were whining about how impossible it would be to get 100 Q-Bucks, and today you're like, you think I'm poor? Come on, dude. One or the other. You can't whine about being poor and brag about being rich at the same time. The zombie guard spawner? All you have to do is place it in your region. And it will spawn zombies who are hostile towards players who are not a member of your tribe. So it works a little bit like a regular mob spawner. There's a minimum distance. It doesn't spawn mobs as fast. And it won't spawn mobs merely because a player is nearby. It'll only spawn mobs if players who are not tribe members are nearby. Why am I not surprised? There's also the zombie skeleton spawner. They can be picked up and placed somewhere else, yes. What do I have now? I've got like 50 andesite. I thought I had a stack and 50. There's no alert when something spawns, no. Take it easy, man. See you next time. Hey Fallen, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to eat your cookies. Did you give me cookies while I wasn't looking? I don't see any cookies, man. Still no lava. I'm kind of down here to get lava, and so far I have been singularly unsuccessful in that particular endeavor. But I do have lots and lots of low-level quest items to give to villagers. So I'm going to keep digging for a little while. That's true, there's no jungle. Very unfortunate. But it is what it is. It's not a vital thing for this game. Oh, I see, yeah. Maybe I'll have to add some of the jungle items as quest rewards. Man, I'm burning through this diamond pick in like no time flat. I forget how long they don't last when they don't have unbreaking. I mean, this thing's completely unenchanted too. Alright, obviously I'm not going to find any lava doing this. So maybe what I'll do instead is I'll go do a couple of quests at the nearby villages and see if we can get our level up with them a little bit. Let's see, player info. My reputation is, I think, 3 now or 4? 5. My reputation's already 5, so that's decent. Really? I combat logged. I don't remember that. Halfway to a bottle caps X? Excellent. I mean, the 2 bottle caps. You get 2, right? Ian, Sneaky Squid, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Creeper. What brings you here? Okay, well, it's all good. And remember, guys, you can now redeem your qubits on Twitch for raffle tickets for the Pulsar Lost Colony drawing. We will be drawing the winners on Saturday's stream. You can buy as many... oh, you're Ian? Cool. Welcome. You can buy as many of them as you want. I think they're 100 qubits each. And whoever wins will be invited to join us on stream on Sunday for our next Pulsar Lost Colony stream. Let's see. So I have... The map is just really, really tiny right now. Let me quick and have a look at the map. I'm not visible on it is kind of the problem as well. There is a villager directly west of us. I don't know if I've really looked at that village, so let's go check it out. West is which way? West. That-a-way. Derp. It's right there. I can literally see it from my base. Wait, this isn't a village. That's a village. I'm smart. I'm smart. Oh, yeah, the print stopped because I was printing the wrong thing. I need to clear off the build plate and print the right thing. Haven't quite gotten around to it yet. Welcome, Brendan, to the stream. Alright, guys, what do you got for me? You want coal. I dug up a bunch of coal. I actually dug up enough coal to fulfill this quest for him. I'm going to have to turn it into blocks, though. So that's fine. We're going to go ahead and accept this guy's quest. And then we will go turn our coal into blocks back at base. Then we'll come and turn it in and get a Q-Buck. Hooray for Q-Bucks. Look at that sad little base. Right on top of a chasm as well. I have 2 doors here because it's harder to break during time of war. You'd have to break both of them to get in. It's not enough. I need much, much better defenses. Let's park this here so that I don't lose it if I die. 7 coal blocks for the villager. That's exactly enough. Excellent. And now we can go turn it in. Oh, hasn't recognized that it's complete yet. I need to run the test a little more often. It seems to take too long between having all of the items for a quest and the game recognizing it. Am I going the wrong way again? I do that a lot. I'm supposed to be going that way. See, now he knows. JD or milkweed. Who comes up with these names? Anyway, now I can set my compass target and it'll point me to the quest giver. So if the quest isn't fulfilled and there is a known location for a quest, your compass target will point you to the nearest location for the quest. If it's complete and you click again, it'll point you to the quest giver so you can get back to him and turn in the quest. I'd like to add more quest types, not just like more fetch quests, but more quest types. Things like escort quests or even quests where you have to build something would be fun. But that might take a while. Alright, 10 stoneworm essence. This one, it's not that hard. It is, I think, far away. But let's go take a look. I'm up for doing some actual combat quests today. I am going to grab a bed. Yeah, key boxes are 100%, yes. A key box, there's one at spawn, by the way, that you can use, is kind of an ender chest exclusively for keys. The biggest difference is, I mean, other than that it's exclusively for keys, the biggest difference is items in a key box count as being in your inventory for the purpose of unlocking doors. So if you lock a door with a key, and then you put the key in the key box, you will still be able to unlock that door. I need a new weapon as well. Mine is about to break. I don't want that to happen mid-fight. Let's see, I'm going to park this one, just put it away, put away some of these quest materials that I picked up along the way as well. Cook some more iron. Again, we're good on iron, but not a whole lot of diamonds, and definitely no enchants yet. So it goes. Park my Q-Bucks in here so they'll be safe, and I still have my tribe keys here. And I have 2 red crates, but again, I have no crate keys, so I haven't been able to open those yet, which is too bad. Alright, so our one chest, our one clan chest is now full. Alright, take it easy, DK. See you next time. This is still set? Yes, still pointing to the right direction. Another thing that I'm going to do, and maybe even in this beta, you know what I haven't really talked about is the scope of the beta. I would like this to be the last beta. So oh Jesus, I turned in my sword and I didn't make a new one. I am a blithering idiot. I need to turn the coordinates off as well. Makes it far too easy for people to find me. People who wish me ill. Again, unless they have an invisibility potion, which now I need to start worrying about as well, because Noble has access to the Nether and hence to potions. Anyway, unless they're invisible, if anybody comes within 100 blocks of me, they will show up. Yeah, I know the stoneworms are hard without a bow. I do have a bow, but it's crummy, and it doesn't have much life left in it. Something that dropped off a skeleton. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I gotta do these quests. Nice. All of those low-level achievements that we're all getting. No, 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 I needed the sticks. Actually, I already had a single stick. That's all I ever needed. Anyway, diamond sword. Fear me. Or don't, that's fine too. Oh, and a bed. I wanted to bring a bed. And I know I have some wool here. And let's see. So, just want to check this. So I can't like make stuff if I have the core ingredients but not the processed ingredients with the I figured as much. Just wanted to be sure. Also, I need to get used to actually using this. We had it on for a while on Doozy, and I never really started using it, but then it got deactivated because of an exploit. Doozy will be updated to 1.12.1 hopefully tonight, along with planning and Skyblock. Those are the servers that are scheduled for a 1.12 update. PvE will remain on 1.11. Toybox will remain on whatever the hell Toybox is on. You know, why is that spider aggroing me? They're not supposed to be aggressive during the day. Hey, I got some string off of them. Excellent. Yeah, I'll bet you do wonder that, Noble. Hey, somebody found a fortress. Good stuff, guys. Okay, let's see how far away this is. I have a bed, so when it starts getting dark, I will simply be able to sleep. And somebody said it wasn't far away. I'm hoping that's true. There are at least 7 of every quest encounter on the map. So there's a fairly good chance there's going to be one not too far away from wherever you are when you accept a quest. Of course, they're in specific biomes, so, you know, if you accept a quest for the viscous slime and you're nowhere near a swamp, you might have to cross the map, but that's kind of the nature of the beast, right? Really? I got an achievement for sleeping? Wow. Remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you like what you see, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and if you want to join us, we can always use more players. Play.1mc3.com is that URL. And you can connect with, I think you can connect with any 1.12 version, and it should work fine. What I'm recommending right now is 1.12.1 because Optifine isn't out for 1.12.2. And compatibility seems fine. I'm on 1.12.1 myself right now. Of course, it should only be a matter of a day or two before Optifine for 1.12.2 is released. Oh, Mobby here. Nice. Oh, jeez. What happened to my health? I gotta pay better attention. I always end up like at 3 hearts without even noticing that something's going on. Happens to me all the bloody time. Anyways, let's go for a little boat trip. Hopefully we can make some distance here. I'm making a dildo. Oh yeah, once I got this quest done, I'll get the print restarted. It might not be done in time for the end of the stream at this point, because I waited too long. I'll tell you what, I'll just do it now. Hold on. What the hell? I thought I went to the lobby. I guess I didn't. Normally you need to clean the build plate with alcohol. But I think we'll be okay. Okay, there we go. So that should start soon enough. And we're back. I am not making a dildo. And I'm in mod mode. Did I go into mod mode instead of going to the lobby? Is that what happened? I guess. Whatever. There's one thing that you need to bear in mind, guys, and that's that if you disconnect, you'll have to reset your compass target when you get back. I'm not 100% sure that there's anything I can do about that. Oh, here it is. I know this one. Oh, these guys. I hate these guys. I do not like these guys. They have tiny little hitboxes. Come on, boys. Come to Papa. Whoa, 2 of them. Lots of them. This is the kind of thing where you'd like Sweeping Edge. Sweeping Edge would be great for these little bastards. Oh, he's not dead. Why are you not dead? Be dead. Okay, let's see. Eat something so that I can start restoring health, and double check to make sure I got enough. I got 7. I need 3 more. So where's the rest of the stoneworms? I might have to let it respawn again. I still haven't managed to get the mobs to reliably spawn all the time. Because, well, there are issues. For example, there's a storm essence up there, and I'm not even sure I can get to it. Well, so I can make them reliably spawn all the time. The problem is, if I try to spawn them too often, it'll cause lag spikes. Because, you know, I'm trying to spawn something 500 times in a row and it fails. I could do it 1,000 times in a row, and eventually it would stop failing. But I need to see if I can come up with a better algorithm to select spawn locations so that it doesn't fail as much. Let's see, I got 8 out of the 10 I needed, so we are going to have to spawn this encounter in again. And it's in cooldown right now. So let's just have a quick look around to see if any of them escaped. I should also do some, you know, some analysis on how much lag it actually causes to spawn these guys in. Because eventually I'm pretty sure I could get there. Olive Tree, welcome to the stream. How are you? We are playing TribalCraft today, folks, and if you want to join us, come to play.1mc3.com. TribalCraft is our multiplayer PvP quest. Oh, there's some goop hanging off of the printer. Hold on a sec. Too late. It should be fine. It'll probably wipe it off. Anyways, TribalCraft is our tribe-based PvP quest-driven multiplayer survival world, and I really need to come up with a good description for it, like a sales pitch. Oh, and I'm on the map again. That's unfortunate. I guess I log in visible. I should look into that. I think players should probably log in invisible. Because, you know, you don't want people to necessarily see where you are as soon as you log in. Does that happen to you guys as well, or is that just because of my permissions? Again, no prizes for guessing what I'm printing. I just got new green PLA, and I'm printing something green and Minecraft related. Alright, Olive Tree, thanks for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow, so just tune in then. 2 more minutes before this is ready to respawn. And Mobile Gases has made it into the nether. Wait, he's already made it into the nether. Into Fire does what? I think you can click on him, right? Relieve a blaze of its rod. Oh, they have blaze rods. Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, no prizes for guessing today because it's just trivially easy to guess. Smith Shoal. Come on, guys. One more minute, right? Right. So I guess only 8 spawned. I ended up with 8 stoneworm essence from the first round. I mean, in a perfect world, the amount that you get from a quest should be enough to actually turn in the quest. I get that. I understand that it's irritating to have to do the quest twice. I also don't want to make the quest too hard, right? I don't want to make it so that 15 of them spawn. Alright, Olive Tree, thanks again for joining us, and tune in again next time. Alright. Look at all these guys. Whoa! Oh dear. Oh dear, I'm stuck. That's bad. Gotta be careful I can actually get away from wherever I end up wandering to when these guys come after me. Because they don't do a whole lot of damage. But there are a lot of them. Originally I had these guys be silverfish. And the first time I tested the quest, I was like, where are they all going? They were just all sinking into the stone. They were all just burrowing into the stone. And I didn't even notice. At least not right away. Okay, quest is complete. Let us go ahead and change our quest target to the quest giver and go turn this in. Now, if I don't make it in time, he won't give me another quest for an hour or so. But I will be able to get the quest again and then just turn it in then. So it's a bit of a delay, but it's not the end of the world if that happens. They do that? What do you mean, Noble? Who does what? I'm pleased with my green PLA. I have some cool plans with it. I'll show you guys hopefully soon a design that I'm working on with the green that's gonna look awesome. Y'all are gonna love it. I quasi guarantee it. I semi guarantee that you're gonna love it. Oh yeah, the silverfish, yes. Yeah. It's all good though. Once I sorted out what was going on, it was fine. Yeah, is the stream delay bad? That's odd. They had this big announcement that they had like reduced the stream delay and that it was now near instantaneous, and I turned it on all excited and didn't seem to be a difference. It was kind of disappointing. That is so weird. The synchronization issues are still kind of there. You know, you'll get out of your boat and you'll turn around and your boat will be a million miles away for some reason. And it's very, very odd. Oh dear, there's a creeper waiting for me on the shoreline here. Sorry, man. This won't stand. I don't really need anything you drop, but whatever. You know, I get a lot of views on YouTube because I guess I'm one of the few people... Yes! Yes! I think I'm in luck. No, I'm not. Crap. I thought that these beets might be outside of the official village border. And I could actually pick some and get my beet farm going. No such luck. So, the quest for beets continues. Not sure how much time I have left on this quest. I think I'm okay. Not 100% sure. What other quest types would be interesting, guys? Do you guys have any ideas of stuff I could do? One thing that would be like fairly simple to do that I think would actually kind of improve the game is to have quests where you have to plant an X number of trees in a specific biome. So, you know, that would be like a player-driven way to counteract the inevitable deforestation. I thought that might be an interesting one. I kind of don't want to do escort quests. Nobody likes escort quests, let's be honest. And I kind of folded the killing stuff quests into the fetch quests, because, you know, you're fetching proof that you killed the thing, you're fetching whatever the custom drop is. But if you all have any cool ideas, and I do very much want to do quest locations in the Nether and the End as well. I'm short on endgame content. Alright! Turn it in. He wants bear blubber. Have we found a bear blubber location? Let's find out. We have found a bear blubber location. Me? Under flag of truce, you can come visit. It's not like I have a whole lot to see, right? So I know the bear blubber quests are in a cold biome, and there are some nearby, so this might not be a long trip, but I'm probably going to have to go sailing. Oh, I should eat something. What happened to my hunger there? Yeah, I saw it. I saw that my compass gave me a location, so we're gonna head on over there and probably try to kill an angry bear. Hopefully not die too hard killing an angry bear. Remind me to set my bed spawn before I spawn them in. I wasn't too worried about the silverfish. I mean the stoneworms. But angry bear, I'm thinking I might have something to worry about. Remember, guys, if you're watching, you want to play, play.1mc3.com is your URL. You should totally come join us because we're awesome and you want to be awesome too. Well, some of us are awesome. And then there's Zippy. Alright, it seems like this water is taking me farther away. Oh, no, now it's turning around and going in the right direction. Seems to be clearing out. Excellent. I don't know if this leads to the ocean. Again, I see the map, I don't see myself on it, so... You know. Do they? Is that a terrible thing, I wonder? I mean, yeah, I basically... Mobs will drop whatever they're armed with in the encounters. Diamond swords at this low level seems like it might be a bit much. I'm assuming they're pretty damaged, though. Right. You know, one thing I think we should do, and I think I probably can, is come up with some kind of analog to a splash potion of milk bucket. Yeah, it's a creeper. Yeah, somebody said that. Like after about 30 seconds into the print, they said it was a creeper. That's it's an obvious one. I know, but I just got the green PLA and I want to see what it looks like, so I wanted to print something green. And the first thing that sprung to mind, creeper. I'll switch over to it in a little bit when it's a little more visible. Anyways, I was thinking about coming up with some kind of splash potion that has the same effect as a milk bucket. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, having to fight somebody who's invisible is really irritating. And honestly, it's probably going to get to a point pretty rapidly where everybody has lots and lots of potions. So, I don't know. Maybe a better idea would be to say that you stop being invisible when you attack another player. So you can sneak attack, but you can only sneak attack once. You could drink another potion, I guess. Yeah, I kind of gathered that from when you were gloating about it. No, you can't make more portals, and if you do, I will burn them down and probably set you on fire for making me waste my time doing that. I don't know why it didn't disappear. I'll look into that and get it fixed. I noticed that happened with my name tag as well when I started a tribe. My name tag should have disappeared, but it didn't either, so it's possible there's some minor change in 1.12 that prevents that from working properly. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know for sure, anyway. Is this Bear Blubber quest like all the way on the other side of the map? Because I'm in the Outer Realm heading northwest right now. And I know there's an ice biome up there, but that's a long way away. I might not even be able to get there in time for the quest. I need to do a little bit of fine-tuning with the time allotted for quests. Right now, it only takes like the difficulty of the quest in effect, but it doesn't take your distance in effect because the quest is the same for every quest giver. But maybe I need to set it up so that when the quest is being generated for the villager, it actually looks at how far the villager is from the quest location, from the nearest quest location, and take that into consideration when generating the quest. See, I'm going straight through spawn here, and then out the other side. We'll see. We'll see if we make it in time, and we'll see how far away it is. It's not like I have any gear that I can't lose if something goes terribly wrong, or that I'd be overly concerned about. That one diamond I got as a quest reward, I guess. Are we there yet? Mom, are we there yet? I have to pee. Alright, I'm gonna go overland for a bit. I have a reasonable idea of where I am. It's getting dark. Might be time to slap down the bed. Planted netherwort. Good. Yay, you. I'm so proud of you. You done good. You done good. Another one of those spooky abandoned boats. I mean, it's not quite the Marie Celeste. It's a rowboat, but still. I would really like to have a way to display custom information above players' heads that is specific to the player viewing it. I've unfortunately come to the conclusion that that's not possible. So like the information in the sidebar where the player's color is determined by whether he's in your tribe or whether he's in an enemy tribe, as well as their relationship to you, for example. Be our little secret. Remember though, player traps are not allowed outside of regions you own. That includes the Nether. Although in the Nether it's going to be hard to tell what's a trap and what's just the Nether being dickish. Because I have seen situations where you like went through the Nether portal and you're just in a sea of lava. I'm going to do some experimenting, by the way, with manually creating portals on the Nether side. I don't think I can... I don't think... Well, it's all good. I'm sure it's fine. You know the rules. You wouldn't break them, would you? Fine young gentleman like yourself. There's just the two of us on the stream. Seriously, we have 3 times as many servers on 1MC3 as we have players right now. Yeah, the spawner is, and I started saying this earlier, the spawner is part of a kind of a tower defense aspect to the game. The spawners are the only 2 things I have right now, beyond what's already there, beyond stuff you can make yourself, that constitutes passive defense. But because of the way wars are going to work, they're going to last like 12 hours, and unless you have a very big tribe, it's going to be hard to have somebody on all the time to defend. So I'd like to come up with more passive defenses that you can put together to help defend your base even while you're not there. I have a bit of a concern here, by the way, that Noble might actually just be waiting for me at the quest location. I wouldn't be at all surprised, frankly. So, we'll see. You gonna assault me, Noble, or do I have safe passage here? Because he knows where it is. I think he's the one who discovered it. And I'm kind of in the quadrant of the map where his base is. So I'm concerned. I think I see it over there. Books are fun. What are you reading, Zex? I need to make a hasty escape. Alright, let's have a look around here. I'm going to place my bed. Set my bed spawn. I'll do that over here, actually. Because he might well have already made an invisibility potion. It's entirely possible that he's standing around here somewhere waiting for his opportunity to strike. Or not. Let's find out. Really? Is he just sitting there taking damage? How? Why? Why are you taking damage up there? Okay, that's 4 hearts. Gonna have to take this one slow. Oh, loot crate. Fortunately, they don't have too many hit points. So let's see, there should be a bear here. And a couple more skeletons. Actually, I don't know how many hit points these guys have because this one was hurting himself as I got there. I'm being very, very careful here. Probably more so than I need to be. Partially because there's a chasm there that I don't want to fall into. Oh, 4 hearts. He's down. So I don't know. I think it's probably okay if these guys drop the occasional diamond sword. They're going to be pretty heavily damaged and not enchanted. So it's, you know, a nice bonus if you get it, but it's not going to be game-changing. There's a level 3 quest. Okay. Alright, let's heal up and let's go find the bear. I think I just heard him. Is he inside? Oh, geez, he's inside. Along with a bunch of skeletons. So this... You got a vote key from a stoneworm? Well, that's right. There's a very small chance that quest mobs will drop keys. I forgot about that. So there are 3 ways you can get voting keys. You can get them from quest mobs, very rarely. You can get them by voting. Don't tell me I'm out of frickin' food. Oh, balls. This guy doesn't seem to be interested in me. So if I can get this taken care of without having to deal with him... No. There's no gameplay advantage to contributing, and that includes increasing your chances of getting a crate or anything like that. Alright, I got the quest item. It is time for me to go. Thank you, Noble, for not assaulting me while I'm doing this. Oh man, this is so much fun. I love ice boating. I knew you had the opportunity. Possibly the motive. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and find the quest giver. It's just because you're good? No, you're just lucky. These things happen. Oh, by the way, Zex, I know I still owe you a print. I will get that sorted out. I have it. I know where it is. I just keep not managing to actually get it put into a box. So I apologize. There should be an ally command. A lot of stuff isn't in here yet. Now, this is a beta. We will be adding features throughout this beta, and some of those features will be more endgame stuff. Alliances will probably be a part of that, yes. That's all definitely stuff I want in here. But the fact of the matter is we need more players. We have to have a couple of dozen active players for this to work. It's that simple. And if I can't get a couple of dozen of active players on here, it's going to be very hard to test things like wars or any endgame content. So guys, vote, tell your friends, do whatever you can to help us get some players on here. We got a really good game mode going here. A little rough around the edges, but it's something very new. It's something with a lot of potential, and it's already pretty darn good if I do say so myself, even if not everything does work just the way I want it yet. But this is an open-ended beta. I don't have an end date lined up for this. I'm not going to say it's going to run 6 weeks or 2 months or whatever. I'm going to run this pretty much until I feel that we're ready to do an official full-scale launch. And that means that I'm going to be adding content throughout the beta, not just encounters. You're reading The Hitchhiker's Guide. Oh, that's a fantastic book. I remember the first time I discovered The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the library at my school. And then I found out there were sequels. Yeah, it's a creeper. Like I said earlier, I wanted to... here, you guys can have a quick look. I wanted to test out my green PLA. So I think it's probably safe to show myself on the map now. I'm probably far enough away from Noble that I don't have to worry too much. And I'm heading back to base. And The Hitchhiker's Guide was one of those books that really kind of changed my perspective on life as a young teenager. And it sounds a little banal. Maybe it is. But to discover that there are authors who have a sense of the absurd and a sense of the futility or lightness of existence and can convey that in a way that doesn't make you feel completely depressed. I mean, I've no doubt, Noble. No doubt whatsoever. Was a revelation for me. I mean, I've read books that touch on the same subjects like Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Also a bit of the absurd, a bit of the futility of existence, the banality of existence. But Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance depressed me. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy made me feel, you know what? Maybe it's okay if there's no deeper purpose behind all of this. Maybe it's okay if it's just an experiment by the mice. Does it matter? Does it really matter in the end whether we're part of one big experiment to find the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, or not? So yeah, fantastic book. Congratulations. I'm glad you discovered it. I'm going to throw some stuff away while I'm on the road here. On the road, that's another one. On the road again. I don't actually see you on the map. I don't have the far north of the map visible for me right now, but like I said, I'll take your word for it. I know that you could kill me if you wanted to. Pretty sure you're already completely kitted out with the God Gears. I should be able to make it almost all the way by boat. I just need to cut through a little peninsula here. By the way, if you guys want to be able to see what's going on the map, you can go to play.1mc3.com:8924. There's a valid scientific theory that the world is a hologram. It's kind of navel-gazy, obviously, because what are you going to do if you find out that the world is, in fact, a hologram? I mean, bubkus. There's nothing you can do. But the theory is interesting. I don't understand it. It has to do with to what degree you can observe very small objects. And I'm still in printer mode. Sorry about that. Thank you, guys. Also something to do with relativity and Schrödinger's paradox. It would make sense if we were in a computer program, the way some quantum effects work, like quantum effects not resolving unless they're observed. Right? Exactly. What can you do? What are you gonna do if it is a hologram? What are you gonna do if the world was somebody else's plaything? What are you gonna do if it turns out we're all just, you know, Minecraft characters in somebody else's survival game? There's nothing you can do, so hey, might as well run with it. So I think I can cut through here. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. The peninsula is very narrow here, so I'm just going to do this the easy way. One of these days I'll build a canal. I like building canals. I like setting the world up so you can get everywhere by boat. It's a fast and easy way to travel. Did I get the printer mode sorted, by the way? I don't have my stream preview up right now because where that normally lives is where my map is right now. damn it. There we go. What's going on here? Has the game disappeared? Oh, come on. Yeah, well, the problem is my game has disappeared. So I'm going to have to restart Minecraft. That usually fixes it. Bear with me a sec, guys. Ah, come on, play nice. Why you do this? This is staged? Wait, what's staged? And it's still not showing up. Lovely. Just lovely. Everything is awesome today, guys. Let's see. Come on, OBS. Don't be a pain in the ass. There we go. All right. Back in business. No one's watching. Cheers, 6. Thanks. You're probably right, too. Fairly good chance I'm just streaming for nobody right now, except Zex and Noble. I don't keep, like, all of the statistics in front of me at all times. It just depresses me. So this thing has not... Right. It's just a glitch. Or maybe it was like a boss mob. I mean, if the world is a simulation, it's a pretty harsh one. Let's be honest. There are no respawns. You only get one life. The healing potions take forever. It's hardcore, man. Dude, maybe we're the bugs. Whoa. Mind blown, dude. Right, the world was too boring, and this is very strange. It seems like... No, I think I'm just off the map. No. So last time I logged back in, I was visible and I became invisible, and well, this time I was visible. I mean, it's weird. It seems like it goes back and forth. I'm gonna have to look into it some more. Jaden Smith mode activated. Yeah, but that's not really a restart, is it? If you restart with no memory, who's to say that it's actually a restart? This is all a little bit navel-gazy philosophy, though, in fairness. Kierkegaard has nothing on us here. Check it out, guys. I found a freebie. Yeah, but who says that isn't just your optic nerves misfiring? People say things when, like, something really simple happens to them, and they draw these bizarre conclusions about it. Occam's razor dictates that the most likely answer for any conceivable conundrum is usually the simplest one. People saying they see a light when they die, yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean anything. All that means is that your eyes are screwed up when you die, right? Possibly your brain. I guess technically the eyes are part of the brain, according to a lot of people. The way they're connected to the brain is, hey, another loot crate. Am I opt? I might be opt. Wait, if I was opt... Why wasn't I able to break blocks? I'm going to have to look into this. I do want moderators to be able to do stuff to quest locations when they're in mod mode. They can't right now. I can't. I have to opt myself and set a specific flag. But I know we have like villages. Hey, Mr. Freezy, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't believe in reincarnation. I don't believe in anything. Reincarnation is just... It's a lovely idea, but the mechanisms that would have to be in place for it to work are just, you know, far beyond the realm of our knowledge of what's scientifically possible. The idea that you could transfer some kind of essence to yourself, by what mechanism? Is it radio waves? If it's radio waves, why can't we measure it? Is it light? Is it a physical thing? If it's a physical thing, would it still happen if the door was closed? You know, it's easy to say you believe in something, but then you have to think, what would have to be true in order for it to be true? What would have to be true in order for that thing that I believe in to be real? And when you're talking about reincarnation, so many things that we have no concept of would have to be real in order for that to exist, that it's just beyond the scope of the viable. I can't run anymore. I hope my quest doesn't run out in the meantime. I don't want to eat raw fish, and once I turn the quest in, I'll be close to my base. Again, you know, anecdotal evidence is not proof. And things like birthmarks, that is by definition anecdotal evidence. Because there's no way you're going to link it back to a specific person who reincarnated you. And again, there would have to be so much going on that we don't have a way to fit into our understanding of the world for any of that to be true. That it just... It's just almost banal to think about it. Hey, you! Check it out, I got the quest turned in. And now, hey, I can get a key box for a vindictive brew. I could use a key box. But I'm going to have to go back to base first and get some food. It replays your whole life left back in supersonic speed. Yeah, see, that I get. I mean, I understand the concept of your memories flashing before you die or when you're in danger. Because it makes sense. We know that we can pull up memories. We know that we often pull up memories involuntarily based on situational factors. And it makes perfect sense to think that our brain is like looking for a solution to a problem, right? You're in grave danger, there's nothing you can do. Your brain goes like, right, what can we do about this? And it goes through all of your experiences to try to work out if there's anything relevant to your current situation. I get that. That makes sense. That's a sane thing to believe. We don't live long enough to understand? I don't know, man. I mean, think about it. We understand so much more than humans did only 100 years ago. 100 years ago, we barely worked out how to fly. We had no concept of medicine to speak of. Computers would be magic to people from 100 years ago. And bear in mind, the human race is, by all accounts, 200,000 years old. We just spent 200,000 years puttering around until the Industrial Revolution and the Renaissance and the Age of Knowledge came along. And where we are now compared with where we were 100 years ago, and where we were 100 years ago compared to where we were 200 years ago, is incredible compared with what's happened before then, when thousands and tens of thousands of years went by with not much in the way of change or technological advancement. So we went out, we discovered science, we worked out, hey, you know what? We can work out what's real, and we can work out what's not real, and we can do stuff with that. And nothing's ever been the same. Imagine what humanity will be like in another 100 years. We have no conception of it. We can't even begin to understand what we may have achieved in another 100 years. We've only had science for like 200. They didn't actually work. I don't think there's any account of any of Da Vinci's flying machines ever having actually worked. Let's okay, let's see about getting this quest done. I mean, they were fantastic designs. All right, 20 years ago we had the internet, yeah. Consumer internet has been around since about the very earliest, not taking into account things like CompuServe, the real internet. About 1992, I think, for the very early adopters. The web, it's only been around since about 1993, 1994. Actually, the web might be 1992. It's hard to tell, you know. Religion is kind of ingrained into us. We tend to anthropomorphize everything, and one of the things that leads to is that we ask why questions when there are no because answers. And you know, we kind of want to understand the world around us. Not understanding the world around us makes us feel uncomfortable. So we kind of have this tendency to make up answers. I'm out of food again. I thought that fish would. Oh no, I'm not. I brought a bunch of money. Why is the earth round? Hey Waffles, how you doing, man? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Why is the earth round? Yeah, it works. It works. You're good. I mean, why wouldn't the Earth be round? The simple answer is gravity. You know, gravity pulls all the particles together, and eventually the Earth solidifies into this round thing. But that's why small planets aren't round. Small moons tend to be kind of chunky and asteroid shaped. That's because they don't have enough gravity to pull themselves into a sphere. But when you get enough mass, and any kind of mass will do really, eventually it'll turn round. Which is pretty much what you just said, Six. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's flying cars. Do we really want flying cars, though, in the end? I mean, the idea is fantastic, but we thought we'd have flying cars in 50 years. Instead, we got the internet and smartphones. Her college is haunted. Okay. Yeah, you know, I used to love watching Ghost Hunters, and even knowing that it's not real, it's still, it'll occasionally send a shiver up your spine. I always kind of like that goosebump feeling when you see something creepy. Yeah, post the link in Off Topic, man. That's interesting. They are. They're all absurd. The concept of ghosts is another one of those concepts where, in order to believe in it, you have to make so many leaps of faith and logic. You have to make so many assumptions about completely impossible phenomena. Ghosts make sound. That's great, but what causes the air to vibrate? Nothing non-physical can cause the air to vibrate. The air doesn't start vibrating on its own. Something causes the air to vibrate. If ghosts exist, therefore they must have some kind of mass or physical presence that's capable of causing the air to vibrate and make sounds. We can't see things that aren't there. Is it a hologram? If so, what's projecting the hologram? Where does it come from? What causes the temperature to change? We understand the laws of thermodynamics fairly well. If ghosts cause it to become cold around them, then it must by definition become warm somewhere else. The energy has to go somewhere. all of these things, all of these assumptions that you'd have to make if you say ghosts exist, people jump to those conclusions far too easily, right? They'll say, well, I saw a ghost, or my sister saw a ghost. Well, A, your perception will deceive you. But B, far more importantly, if that's true, you have to work through all of the things that would cause it to become possible and come up with answers to them. But people don't. They don't decide that something's real and then try to work out why it's real. They decide it's real and then get angry when people say it's not. Not everybody, obviously. That's a very that's a very broad statement. But I definitely have trouble respecting people who believe in things without having any concept of how that thing could possibly be. And when you're talking about the paranormal, when you're talking about ghosts and apparitions and reincarnation and that kind of thing, it all kind of falls under the same blanket idea that in order for that to be real, so many other things would have to be real that we don't even begin to comprehend and that don't fit anywhere in our understanding of the world. The cure for cancer, that's another one. Conspiracies. Now, I'm not saying that conspiracies don't exist, but when you're talking about conspiracies like hiding the cure for cancer or faking the moon landing, you're talking about conspiracies that would involve 1 million people, hundreds of thousands of people, if not 1 million, or more. But that's impossible. You know, 3 people can't keep a secret, let alone 100,000. I wonder if this is the place. This kind of looks like the place. My compass seems to... Yeah, this is the place. And I'm already being attacked by random hostile mobs floating around, so let me put a little distance between me and those guys. Pop down the bed. I'm in the outer realm. That's good. That means if I die, I won't lose my stuff. It couldn't possibly be a secret for very long. And sure, pharmaceutical companies might want to. Oh, come on, dude. I have quests to do. I have things to do. I have people to kill, and you're just kind of in the way. Like, the government is hiding that aliens exist. Well, that one's a little less incredible, because it's conceivable that, you know, only... Oh, good God. I'm not even going to make it to the frickin' quest location before I die of frustration here. Will you just die? Now what? Ugh. This isn't the encounter. This is like the pre-game. Anyway, we're good. Everything's fine. The wings are not on fire. There is no cause for concern. Again, no. Because research is done by universities, and universities, A, don't always agree with each other. They don't cooperate well. Also, they don't have a profit motive. Universities do not have the same profit motive that corporations do. And let's see what I can do about this guy without a bow. I do have a bow. It's not like I'm completely without a bow. I think that's literally the first time I ever hit anything with a bow, by the way. Alright, time to disengage and eat. Crystals, yeah. But again, you know, the other question is what mechanism, right? If there's a cure for cancer that we don't know about, is it an entirely new branch of medicine? Is it, oh, that's the guy I need to kill. Well, I guess I'm going to have to waste some arrows on this one. Just try to burn him down, I suppose. Is this the guy I have to kill? Oh, he mad. He mad, bro. Oh, he one-hit me. Nice. Wait, what? Ah, oh, jeez. I broke my bed. Cure for multiple sclerosis that has to do with babies. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, one thing that happens, and I know this happens, is that corporations will not spend a whole lot of money on a cure. They will not research cures, they'll research treatment. Because treatment, you can sell people treatment forever. You can only sell somebody a cure once. Well, since we're here, let's have a look around here and see if there are any good quests. Baby sperm. Ah, gross. Don't. No, gross. Yuck. Right? So I'm clearly not ready to take that guy on, by the way. Which is stem cells, is that what you're referring to? So I just talked to him, right? There are a bunch of villagers around here, by the way. You guys should definitely check the interiors. I have all of this stuff. I just have it at base. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll head over to base. I will grab all of my granite and diorite and stuff, and then I'll come back here and I'll... That's not the location I'm looking for. That's spawn. That's also not the location I'm looking for. Oh, come on. I'm just clicking everything mindlessly right now. I know where this is. It's right here. This is where I'm going. Everything can be fixed with crystals. For cancer? Well, the reason we haven't found a cure for cancer is because there's no such thing as just cancer. Every form of cancer is a completely different beast. Yeah, exactly. You can just go to spawn and give these guys all of the low-end stuff and make some decent Q-bucks. You can't cure... There's no single cure for cancer because there's no single cancer. Every cancer is different. They have different mechanisms. There are different things that cause them. There's different things that cause them to spread. I believe we're close. I think we're actually getting there. And when we do get there, it's not going to be Pfizer or major medical organizations that come up with that cure. It's going to be universities. It's going to be government-funded research because there's no money in curing stuff. And that... You know, that's a conspiracy. As far as I'm concerned, that's a conspiracy. The idea that we don't research cures or that medical corporations don't research cures simply because cures aren't as profitable as treatments. But that's kind of just a conspiracy of greed and amorality. Can you use alts to trade? I'm not sure what you mean, Zax. Uh-oh, floating treetop. You guys know what we do with floating treetops, right? We slap them with the tree killer! Ha-ha! Yeah, Stately does not like floating treetops. My understanding, and I've never really read too much about MS, but my understanding is that people believe with some evidence that it's caused by a failure to prevent iron from crossing the blood-brain barrier or something like that. Well, geez, if you ask me, Zex, there should be no such thing as commercial medicine. For-profit medicine is inhumane. This is something that universities should do. Universities should be responsible for developing medicines and for treating people. And I know that that's not a very popular opinion in the United States of America. But if we've learned one thing over the last 40 years, I think, since Nixon made it legal to perform medicine for profit, If we've learned one thing in the last 40 years, it's that commercial medicine doesn't work. It just doesn't. This country spends 17% of its gross domestic product on medical care. And our life expectancy is, 10 years shorter than Japan, where they spend 7% of their gross domestic product on medical care. It's just... it's not a system that works. It only benefits people who own medical stocks. It doesn't benefit the people that it's supposed to serve. And it needs to die. Yeah, MS is a terrible disease. I had a girlfriend whose mother had it in pretty early stages. She wasn't completely invalid, but it's rough. Yes, Freezy, I mean, you can make money on a cure, but again, you sell somebody a cure, you make money off of them once. You sell somebody a treatment, you make money off of them forever. Ah, Jesus, the disappearing boat thing was supposed to be fixed in 112. I hate the disappearing boat thing, it makes me sad. Remember, guys, my name is Stately. I stream every day at 6 Pacific here on play.1mc3.com, where today we are playing TribalCraft, our new multiplayer survival PvP tribe-based questing game. And we're in our 3rd beta right now, and hopefully our last beta. This is an open-ended beta, and it'll run... I plan on running this beta until I feel we're ready to run the game, to launch the game as a full game. And that means things might change, but it also means your tribes won't go away, your builds won't go away. We are probably in this for a reasonably long time. I want to do the launch for this right. I want to have a game that I know works, is low on bugs, do some major advertising for it, get hundreds of people on. That's the plan. Because this is a game that needs lots of players to work. We need big tribes with lots of active players. And I think it has the content. I think it has the potential to actually do that. I think this is a fun game. And something that can appeal in the long term. Mostly because it's a player-driven endgame. But, there will be changes. Features will be added throughout the beta. Features might be removed throughout the beta. Who knows? Major... Sorry, I remember that I just said major, but I don't know what the context was. I apologize. Ah! Almost back at my base, and the skeleton decides to make my life just a little more miserable before I get there. I need staff. I'm sure at some point I will, but we're not there yet. As things stand right now, I'm still in pretty good shape with the moderators I have. We have a good moderator crew. I like them. I love my moderators. I don't really even have room for a chest in here. If you were the maker of medicines, Freezy, is that what you mean? If you were a medical corporation? Mr. Freezy, a medical corporation. Isn't that on the sign of Zoidberg's office in Futurama? It says Dr. Zoidberg, a medical corporation. I always thought that was hilarious. East. I keep forgetting. No, it's west. Is it west? Is it east? Am I an idiot? Am I not an idiot? Inquiring minds want to know. Why is Tribal 112.1 now? Now what? See, I get everything updated to 112.1, and people complain that it's on 112.1. Yeah, your Forge stuff. I made TribalCraft. Yes, this is my code. I wrote this game world. This is our third beta so far. We're still... Let's see. Alright, so that guy gave me the quest that I can't do without some help. And maybe for the stream tomorrow, I'll recruit some people and we'll go out and do it together. I don't really care about him. I'm just trying to find quest givers here. But I could always grab all of that stuff and take it back to spawn like I originally said. I was just thinking if I can get some of them done here, that would be even better. Man, these Minecraft villagers hire the worst architects. I mean, who thinks this is a good idea? When I say major advertising, I'm not meaning like banner ads or anything like that. I'm mostly talking about word of mouth. I don't think I will do that for easy. If and when we need staff, we'll have some kind of open application process for it. And we'll find out about it on Discord or possibly in stream. I don't think actual like banner advertising or text-based link advertising works. I've been in marketing. I've managed major accounts. Not major, not $1 million budget major, but major accounts, biggish accounts, and I have always had the hardest time justifying ad spend on things like Google AdWords. There's almost no conversion. It's a complete crapshoot, and it can get very expensive. So I'm talking like word of mouth, voting. I think that's the only way you really can be successful. Slow organic growth, hopefully. TribalCraft is the kind of game where it's not a big issue if you don't get in at the beginning. A lot of people, when they play a PvE game, the 3D print looks like it's less than halfway there. There's no way it's going to be done in time for the end of the stream. I also realized I did the orientation wrong. He's lying flat, which you'd think would be a good way to print him, but the problem with that is, because of the way 3D printers work, one of his sides, his left side, is going to be all shiny, the side that was on the base, because you get a really smooth glass-like surface on the base, but everything else is going to look 3D printed. So I'm going to try him again soon, and I'm going to print him just standing up straight, and we'll put in some support so he doesn't collapse. And that'll look better, look much better. Your family struck it rich. I wish I could say the same, man. I come from a long line of very, very poor people with about the same quality of money management skills that I have, to be honest. Which is not much. Okay, so I got my andesite, I got my granite, I got my diorite. I am going to go make some Q-Bucks at spawn. Still in printer mode. Thank you, Zix, for pointing that out. I always forget. You know what I should do is put on a timer so that when I put it in printer mode, it'll automatically switch back after a minute. Alright, let's head over to spawn. Remember, guys, with the compass, you can create your own waypoints, and you can also use it to find your friends and clan mates, your tribe mates. And if you set it to point to your friends, if it's pointing to a player, it'll update every couple of seconds, so it's not just pointing to where he was. I already got it, Freezy. Thank you. But yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I mean, we've never had like huge player counts. Even when we launch a new server, when a new version comes out, we'll have 20 players on for a day or two, and it'll kind of peter out. But that's PvE, and PvE is a very different beast. Oh, just a /waypoint new. That's all you have to do. I'm going to hold off on eating this last little bit. I, again, am out of food. Gotta get some farms going, I think. You got iOS 11 on what? You have an iPhone 7, 6? Skeletons are jerks these days. They used to be so easy before when 9 came along. I have not had an iOS device since the original iPad. I got one of those because I had some ideas for an app that I wanted to write, and I never quite got around to it. Well, I never got around to writing it for iPhone. I ended up releasing it as a web game, which was about as unsuccessful as my attempts to run Minecraft servers, frankly. That's a lot of money. The funny thing is, and this has been proven over and over again, people who earn like $1 million a year, they don't consider themselves rich. They think they're middle class. They might think they're upper middle class, but people who are demonstrably like in the top 1% often don't think they're rich. They legitimately feel like they're not. Of course, if you live in San Francisco, you're legitimately not at that point. $1 million a year might get you a 2-bedroom apartment in the Haight. Walgreens is a fascinating company. Walgreens was a tiny little local drugstore. I think they had 17 stores. And then Prohibition came along, and nobody was allowed to sell alcohol anymore, except with a doctor's prescription. And Walgreens, well, Walgreens made its fortune selling whiskey during Prohibition to people with prescriptions. They basically turned into a liquor store. It was almost trivially easy to get a prescription if you knew a friendly doctor who would give you one. So by the time Prohibition was over, Walgreens had gone from 17 stores to something in the ballpark of 600 all over the country. Prohibition made Walgreens what it is. And no, I do not have an anecdote for every single purpose, but I do have a lot of anecdotes. Hell of a lot more comfortable to cry in a Mercedes than on a bike, isn't it? Money doesn't buy happiness, that's absolutely true, but poverty does buy sadness. Poverty sells misery. Maybe that's how the saying should go. Money doesn't buy happiness, but poverty sells misery. I'm full of useless facts. I'm really good to have around during pub trivia, though. Oh. Oh. So smart. You're so clever, Stately. Aren't we there yet? It's getting dark. I'm afraid of the dark. I have thalassophobia. This is fear of the ocean, I think. But the ocean is extra scary when it's dark. Let's see. The map says I'm in the harbor and very close to spawn. So we'll keep going for a little bit here. By the way, any of you guys watching or in game right now, excuse me, a little frog in my... you guys are probably really glad there's a mute button on my mic right about now, because that was a nasty cough. What I was saying is, are any of you guys any good at making icons? If you go to DinMap right now, you'll see that all of the quest locations have the little orange tower icons. And those icons are actually a built-in DinMap icon. But what I want to do is I want to have a different icon for every encounter type. Basically, I'm just thinking like a version of the quest item with a black and white outline around it so that it stands out. And I'd also like to have an icon for villages and tribe locations because they're not that visible on the map right now. The villages and tribe locations show up as colored squares instead of icons, and that makes sense because they're not a point. But there should be, I think, like an icon in the middle of them. So basically what I'd like to have is a set of 16 by 16 icons for every quest item, and one for villagers and one for tribes. If any of you are up for it, drop me a line in Discord with an example of, say, you know, the rotten zombie flesh icon, and I can give you a list of all of the icons I need, and that'll save me some work, and you'll get some credit for the privilege. Maybe I'll even give you some qubits or send you a cool 3D print or something. Where's the entrance? I think it's over there. Turkey was kind enough to make sure there's an entrance on every side here. That was... yeah, see, the Turkey built with sand, and I don't know how he managed to keep that up there, but when we pasted it in, a lot of the sand fell. So I'm going to have to make sure he has build privileges so he can go back and do the touch-up work. Alright, you look like you need some kind of rock. Yes. And now he wants 49 rotten flesh. You know, I spent large parts of my childhood being cringy and being called worthless, and it honestly didn't really stop until I stopped caring. Okay, I don't have any coal for you. I don't have any coal for you. I do have granite for you. He wants stoneworm essence, which we can do. We can go get some more stoneworm essence soon. Right now I'm just trying to offload all of this stuff that I have in my inventory. He wants 32 beet for an elevator. I'd like to have an elevator, but I don't have beetroot. I don't have access to one, so I can't start a farm. What about the guys here in the main keep? Beetroot? No. You? He wants string. And that's not impossible. I want him to move. I think he's stuck here. And now I'm in fly mode again. Why does that keep happening? I'll do that off stream. I wonder if it's something to do with the heads. If there's some kind of glitch that makes their AI incapable of getting off the heads. What do you want for a beetroot? I just need one so I can start a farm, Noble. So do we... I'm heading over to the tutorial area in the basement. There's 2 villagers there that I haven't spoken to in a while. And they might have some good quests for me. Remember guys, if you like the stream, or if you like the idea of TribalCraft, hop on, come play with us. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter, but also try to get some friends in. The only way a server like this can be successful, like I said earlier, is word of mouth. Jeez, man, 17 is a difficult age. I remember it not very fondly. Of course, when I was 17, I thought I understood everything. Now I understand that I don't understand much of anything. And frankly, that's kind of liberating. Oh, what about the locksmith? He's hiding. The locksmith has, like, decided to go hide in a corner. Jaden the cowardly locksmith. My server breaks your computer? Really? Right. And that's how we get players. But, you know, like I said, I don't get a whole lot of viewers. And I don't really do the stream for the sake of the stream as much anymore as I used to. I mean, I started the server because people on the stream said I should run a multiplayer server, and I was like, that sounds fun. But now the server has kind of become more important than the stream to me. I still enjoy doing both, and I mean, if I had the server and I didn't stream, there'd be nobody on here. There'd, like, never be anybody. Ah, the Corrupt Spider Eye quest. Yeah, I remember. That was a long time ago, though. You were watching the stream before I ever started the server, didn't you? When I was still on my single-player world? Yeah, well, it's... Oh, jeez. I gotta do something about this. I have a code that'll allow me to actually move villagers. What was that all about? That weird little jump that they both did at the same time. The problem is... Okay. Oh, this guy. That is so strange. Anyway, we'll take care of that later. Well, I can at some point maybe try to help you troubleshoot a little bit, Freezy. Not right now, obviously, but you know, give it a go. Get 1.12.1, get Optifine installed, set your view distance to 3 or 4 chunks, and see what happens. Slowly expand the view distance if it works. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. We got some quests done, and I got to chat with you guys, so it wasn't a complete loss. There's a hole in the ground here. That's very strange. Also, new moon. Anyway, folks, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll be back again tomorrow. Really? I had a Logitech gaming keyboard for a while. It wasn't a mechanical keyboard. It was a reasonably nice keyboard, though. Now I have a Thermaltake Poseidon. They don't make mechanical keyboards anymore, but I found this guy at a thrift store for $5, and it's the simplest, most straightforward backlit mechanical keyboard you can imagine, with the clickiest keys known to man. I mean, you guys have heard me type. That's what it actually sounds like. Anyway, folks, I enjoyed hanging out with you all. I will be back tomorrow. I hope you guys will too, and I hope you bring some friends onto the server. Remember, play.1mc3.com is the URL. I am your friendly neighborhood Stately.